Welcome to the making of a DM. Do you want the unfair advantage? Be careful what you wish for. I'm about to reveal to you the unfair advantage. Are you up for the challenge? So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Welcome to another making of the DM. That's right, the deal maker, dream maker of your life. Hope you're having an amazing day. I'm sitting here at the office. I don't come here a whole lot. I need to come here more. Awesome office. I'm sitting in there overlooking the workout facility and the cars and the big old American flag on that back wall. And after I'm done with this, I'm going to hop over there in the cigar bar area, have a cigar, do some reading. And then when I get done with that, I'm going to hang out and go play golf with my son, play 9 holes in mid-afternoon. I'm not sharing that to impress, but to impress upon. When you build things right, you can create the schedule and create the life that you desire. And today I want to talk to you about the thing called the unfair advantage. Before I do so, June 25th and June 26th, Nashville, Tennessee. It's going down. I have just revealed the charity of choice that we're going to be working with. We're going to make 100 kids' dreams come true that are, they found out they have cancer. They found out, they have a rare disease and everything in between. It's actually truly impressive, these young children that go through so much, but yet continue to smile. And what a lot of people don't understand is even the family, the parents and the other children inside their families, how much heartache and struggle they have to deal with. I remember about 4 years ago, if you've ever heard the podcast show with Nick the Great, before he passed away, he had brain cancer, and I got to meet his family, his mother. I gave them a VIP experience for 7 days. I took them to the Super Bowl, limo, top tier style, Kansas City at the Dolphin Stadium, and then against San Francisco 49ers, I believe. And then we took them 7 days to Animal Kingdom and put them up, did amazing things. Thanks to my buddies and I, we put together the money and funded that experience for them. And, when you're dealing with this kind of stuff in real life, this is real life shit. We're talking business and the struggle of business, how hard it is, blah, blah, blah. It is hard sometimes, but there's nothing harder than telling a little 8-year-old boy that he has brain cancer and he's not going to live more than 12 months. Could you imagine? Just imagine. And I promise you, the mother that I met and the son, they were the most happiest, nicest people in the world. And it just goes to show how important your mindset is. Because if, I remember my grandmother in October 8th, 05, when they told her she had cancer, she heard death sentence, and in 2 weeks she was passed. So this is why you're here, to work and to continue to grow your mindset. And I just want to say, you're going to see this go down live and in person, June 25th and June 26th in Nashville, Tennessee. I participate. I bring people in that room so you can see the children's life you're impacting. This has never been shared before except today. I'm coming out today talking about it because it's something I've been working on. I love to help the children. It's cool to help the older people and all that, but adults, but children that literally, they didn't do anything for this. It literally is just tossed into their life, and we're going to make a change. We're going to make a difference in their life for every single person that shows up. It's going to be an amazing experience. And if you have not gotten your ticket, you can get over to dealmakerexperience.com. Again, dealmakerexperience.com and get your ticket. If you've already gotten your ticket, shoot me a message on Instagram. I'll shoot you a couple bonuses I'm working on to give you guys just to say thank you. So that's what's going on. And appreciate you guys sharing the show. Appreciate you guys sharing the event. There's a lot of cool things happening. And, we're about 3 weeks out from the event, actually 3.5 weeks out from the event. It's a lot of stress. It is my last event I'm ever doing. I'm not saying that to create like a big conversation. It's the truth. It's my 10th year of doing a charity event, and I got to focus on my businesses and my life, and that's just where I'm at in my journey of my life. Maybe I'll do it again in the future. I don't know. I have nothing like that planned at all in the foreseeable future, though. So if you've never been to one of these events or an event I've thrown, it's an experience, hence dealmakerexperience.com. We don't sell anything. We simply provide massive amounts of value with amazing human beings in the room. And I hope you can be in the room. Don't think don't think you don't deserve to be in that room, no matter where you're at in the journey of the game, because that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's talk about the unfair advantage. I'm going to share with you 4 different things, and I've heard different people talk about these things, and I'll share these kind of with my numbers 1 through 4 of what I truly know to be the unfair advantage. As we're in an interesting time, we're in June now, June of 2024. This year's been very interesting and challenging for the majority of people I know. It's just a weird economical time to be alive, to be in business. If you don't have real business skills, it's just getting harder and harder and harder. And I want to ask you a question. In times like we're dealing with right now, there's a lot of huge, amazing investment opportunities. But I want to ask you, what is your best investment today? What is your absolutely best investment you can invest today? And as you're thinking, there's like crypto or real estate or this business, a boring business, whatever story you have in your head, I want to challenge you and have you understand the best investment you'll ever make in your life, period, in any times, let alone these times, is yourself. And I talk to people and they're like, dude, no one believes me. No one understands me, blah, blah. And I'm like, cool. How much have you invested in yourself? And they haven't really invested anything. And the problem with that is if you don't fucking believe in yourself enough to invest money, to go to events and connect with people, to learn from other people, living the life you want, doing what you want, why the hell would anybody else believe you? The truth is you don't even believe your own bullshit. You can say, well, Mark, you don't understand. I don't have to understand the story you've told yourself about this mindset belief system you've created to protect whatever story you're trying to protect. Mindset in relationships will carry you through things you didn't even know were possible. I want to challenge you to invest in yourself more this year. Triple down, quadruple down, tenfold down. Go back 18 months ago and listen to my show. I told you guys you're going to have to work 10 times harder to get the same results. Some of you listened, most of you didn't. Guess what? It's getting harder. And it's only going to get harder. If you don't have staying power for the next 2 years, I promise you, you'll be working for someone else. It's that tough right now. It's in the fucking dirt. People are shooting at you, throwing stones at you, kicking at you, piling on shit on you. It's real. It's business. It's life. It's right now. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to talk reality. Because also on the other side of this, in 2, 3, 4 years after you make it through this journey, make it through the cycle we're in, I want you to never say, well, why isn't everyone an entrepreneur? And realize right now, in this time, is why. Because most will quit. Most will tap out. Most don't have the staying power. Most don't have the fortitude and grit it takes to get to the other side. They will literally fail over and over and over. And eventually they'll quit. The majority will. I hope you as a listener of the Dealmaker podcast show is not you. Unfortunately, the odds are against you. Are you going to quit? Are you going to let this situation dictate your future? Or are you going to let it make you and build you stronger today to give you what you need for the future? Do you see this as an obstacle or an opportunity to grow? Or is this the time to tap out? I get it. I want to tap out daily, multiple times a day. I want to fucking fire everyone. I want to talk. I'm done. Truth is, I don't need to work. I have enough cash for many, many, many generations. But I have to keep for my teams, my people around me, you, There's so much more on the other side if you keep going. Keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Guys, when I want to quit, I just say, keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving. You got this. You got this. See, that's what's interesting about us crazy entrepreneurs. We're good at creating stories to drive us, but we're also good at creating stories that hold us back. It's scary. It's overwhelming. It's taxing. It's challenging. It's exciting. It's a journey, though. It's never on a direct up path, ever. It never will be. It never has been. But I want you to know, I promise you this about me. I will never quit. I'm either too dumb, too hard-headed, or maybe a little bit of both, or a lot of both. But I will never fucking quit on my dreams and my goals, ever. I might flutter, I might stumble, I might stutter, but I will never quit until the day I die. And if I do it right, my goals and dreams get bigger after I die, because I'm putting people in place to help make these visions way bigger than I ever could dream of. I get in rooms, I get around big thinkers, I get around big dreamers to help me think bigger. Still today. Do you? Or do you have it all figured out? If anybody comes to you or comes to me and says, Mark, no one gets me, no one understands, the first question I always ask is, how much have you invested in yourself to be in the right rooms with the right people through mentors and masterminds and networking groups, etc.? Oh, I don't pay for that shit. You're out. I don't have anything else to share with you because I don't understand people like that. I don't get it. You're so fucking smart, you have no money. You're so fucking smart, you have no company. You're so smart, you don't have anything going on big in life because you have it all figured out. How can I help you then? I can't. So I stopped trying to help people out that can't even clearly help themselves out. If you're not investing in yourself, the best investment, without you, none of this shit exists. And yet, maybe it costs money. That's a scam. I don't have time. Well, you have to make time for yourself. You have to invest in yourself. By the way, you're making time investment every day in yourself. Is it creating more of what you want or more of what you don't want, though? When's the last time you've audited your time? When's the last time you've audited kind of the stuff we're talking about today? I invest massive 6 figures a year on mentors and mastermind groups. I will forever. Why wouldn't you? See, the thing is when you think investing, you'll go buy a house for $100,000, you'll put 20 in it, and you'll sell for 200. You're like, yeah, I made $80,000. Okay, cool. How much would you make if you invested $100,000 in you? Be way more than $80,000 over the lifetime of your career, of your life. But a lot of people don't see it like that because they're like, oh man, that mentor, the only way they make money is through that. Well, the truth is, in my world, the event, for example, that event, I lose $250,000 on average because 100% of the net profits go to charity. I have nothing to sell at the event. I do it because I want to connect with people like you. So why do you charge $1,000? Well, truth is, I don't anymore. It's more than that now. And secondly, why would you want to be in a room with people for free? Have you ever thought about, like, I personally would never go to a free event. There's no value. I want to go to the events that they charge $10,000 because it creates, like, the people in the room. By the way, you might think that you're paying for the people in the room. When they pay $1,000, let's say, there's 350 people in that room. Are you paying for who's in the room? Yeah, a little bit. But what you're really paying for, and I want you to listen to this because it's very important, you're actually paying for who's not in the room. Shit talkers, tire kickers, time wasters, let me pick your brain wasters. Hey, sign this NDA. I got a great idea. I don't need your ideas. I have enough of my own. The problem in this world is not ideas. The problem in this world is implementation, execution. Aren't you worth $1,000 to $1,500? Aren't you worth getting away out of your business for 3 days to make it better, stronger? Aren't you worth getting in a room of 300 and plus people and connecting with people that have access to capital that you don't even know exist? Having access to people that have like businesses that you might be able to invest in if you have capital? Aren't you worth that? You're the best investment you'll ever make in yourself. This is how you get confidence. This is how you gain an edge. This is how you create an unfair advantage in any business. It's by investing in you. Because the better you become, the better everything you're involved becomes. That's number one. Number two, you have to be in the right industry. See, the thing is, there's so many people that are doing dying businesses. Like, I truly believe AI, for example, if you're a company and you're doing $10 million a year, $1 million, whatever the number is, and you do transcription services, do you understand AI will own you in about 5 years or less? There's no need for you. You're in trouble. You're like done in essence. So I'd recommend selling the company as soon as possible and getting in the path of an emerging, growing marketplace. Find something that you have an edge in an emerging and growing place. Like, guys, things are going away. Things are growing. Most people I see that are struggling, they're in dying business models and or unscalable environments. See, if you have a mom and pop restaurant, I love to go to them, but I'd hate to own that. Why? Because if that person running that facility for 25 years hasn't figured out a system and process to franchise it out or expand it and grow it, you're capped. You could have this place busy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the most you could ever make. But if you could figure out how to build a business mind and build a structure and a formula that you got in scale and go to 10, 20, 40, 50, 100 units across America, now this story starts getting different, a lot more interesting, a lot more profitable potentially. But you have to become a different person. You have to think different. You have to look at things differently. Where's the emerging market coming from? I'm using restaurant business because it's one of the toughest businesses out there, right? I'm using transcription services, any kind of billing services. AI is coming for your business. By the way, there's nothing you can do about it. It's coming no matter what. So you either pivot or you die in the industry. It's a choice, by the way. You can fight it all you want. But if you don't get in the emerging, growing marketplace, you will fail. You will die. Secondly, I was watching this movie recently called The Boys in the Boat. It's about these guys rowing. And I think if I remember, it was in Washington, based off of a true story, I believe. They went to the Olympics and all that. And I see a lot of you rowing really hard right now. I'm talking harder than you've ever had to row. And things still aren't working out as good as they should. Maybe, just maybe, you're rowing the wrong way. Maybe. See, if you don't understand, if you can't step back and see what we know and understand how to pivot and change or stop rowing. Do you understand when you're rowing the wrong way, if you just stop rowing, you're ahead of the game for a minute. This is where pivot moments come into play. You understand over 50% of the Fortune 500 companies were created in economical situation, downturns. Don't let this moment define you. Let it refine you. Let it dial you in and understand what the big opportunities are. This is how you create unfair advantage. Getting in a room, being authentic. When someone says, how's your business doing? In these types of rooms, everything's great. Now you're like, dude, listen, I have challenges right now, man. This isn't a complaint department. This is a reality component. See, the thing is like I said earlier, it's not who you're paying for in the room, but who you're not. When you talk to people that are where you're at and where you want to go, you'll never, ever, ever have them say, dude, you're so stupid. That's the dumbest idea. Get back to reality. No, what they'll say is like, that's an amazing idea, but I don't think you're thinking big enough. Hey, that's what I've been there, done that. Here's what I've done, and here's where I'm at today because of that. They'll help you, but you got to show up. You got to talk real. When you get in the right rooms, magic happens. But when I was watching the boys in the boat, these guys are busting their ass. There's 8 people in the boat, and they're rowing hard. If one is rowing the wrong way, no matter how hard the other 7 row, it's not going to end well. See, in times right now, pretty much in every time, but time right now specifically, you as the leader, you as the driver, you must stop rowing for a second, analyze what's going on, and get everyone rowing in the right direction. I've been guilty of this many times, so I'm not throwing shade on you. I'm telling you the truth. This is way easier said than done. But that's why I recommend you leave your little environment you're in every day. Go to Nashville. I don't care if it's my event or go somewhere else. I don't care. Just get out of your own way. Get out of your environment and get that mind space time when you're sitting in your hotel room after a long day of learning and connecting, and then just let the wheels start spinning. You're sitting in your underwear. You're laying in the bed naked. I don't care what you're doing, but you're doing your thing, but your brain is moving 100 miles per hour differently. Just have a pad and paper there and just writing down your thoughts, writing down your notes, writing down your ideas. When you come back home, you have a different lens, a different look at the game. And then you put all these pieces together and you start sharing it with your team. Or more importantly, you share it with yourself. You start executing it. You start seeing results. You start getting excited. But we got to row in the right direction. A lot of you are rowing the wrong way, harder than you ever have. You can row harder and harder and harder. It still is not going to get you what you want. That's why you need an outside perspective on this. Someone that looks at you and is honest with you and says, yo, man, that was a great business 5 years ago. You're way different, way bigger now than where you want to go. You got to change your direction. You got to start rowing a different direction, my man. You got to think different. Get around people thinking different. Now, this may surprise you because I am about the money. Every business, if they say they're not about the money, run, because they're trying to get your money. Money is what drives this game. It's a scoreboard. And if you don't have money, you can't hire the best people. If you don't have money, you can't create the best products. If you don't have money, you can't live the best life. If you don't have money, you can't give to good charities. But you need a bigger vision than just money. You need to have, what are you doing all this shit for? Because you're going to get to a point, if you follow anything I do or anything anybody else does, you are going to make a lot of money. The question is, what does a lot of money mean to you? The next question is, when you get a lot of money, what do you do with it? Because this is a different game. Making it, keeping it, preserving it, these are drastically different actions and mindsets and thought processes. I want you to know you need something bigger. You need a bigger purpose. You know, it was cool when I was able to pay my dad and my mom to stay home. It was cool when I could pay my mom and dad's house off. It was cool, if you've been following me for a long time, buy my dad his dream car. It's cool for me to do dream family vacations with my in-laws, family, and my family and everyone else. Like, that's what I love to do. I get excited about it, but I have to take care of me. I had to invest a lot of money. I had to work really hard. I had to work different. If you met me a year ago, I'm different today than I was a year ago. If you met me 10 years ago, I'm not even remotely the same person. Yeah, I'm a good old boy. Yes, I'm a handshake guy and all that. But like, my thoughts, my ideas, my business brain is drastically different. And I hope yours is too. I want you to model proven businesses as well. See, the thing is, a lot of you guys and gals listening to my voice right now, the biggest problem I see with this modeling thing, if you see someone like Jeff Bezos, because you're in the tech space and you're like, I want to be Jeff Bezos. That might be something to shoot for, but you can't model Jeff Bezos. He's too far down the path to model him today. Let's say if your company's doing $1 million, You can't, I wouldn't recommend modeling anybody doing more than 10 million probably. Because that like they're still in the wheelhouse. They're still kind of in the realm of what's going on in your world. Jeff Bezos doesn't move like the $10 million company. So if you're $1 million company modeling that, you can't even compete or create or your brain can't even think about it, truthfully. But you can capture what it takes to do 10 million because it's only 10x. You won't understand all the details. You won't see the big, you understand that's possible because you know someone doing it. But I see too many people making a little bit of money trying to be the biggest guy, like model the biggest guy or gal. It doesn't work out well. It just ain't going to work. Because I have people, for example, I'll use me as an example. I had a guy recently ask me like, Mark, how do I make $5,000? I don't, and again, this may sound like douchey, but it's the truth. I don't know how to make $5,000. I don't put any thought on making $5,000 ever. It's too small. Like, why? You understand to solve a $5,000 problem is just as easy to solve a $500,000 problem or a $5 million problem. It's actually easier to solve a $5 million problem because you have enough money inside of that $5 million to go hire people to help you discover the $5 million. To make $5,000, I'm like, fucking sell your car, sell your junk in your house, go sell your service. So, to make $5,000 is so easy. So if he's trying to model me and he's trying to make $5,000, he's gonna be frustrated. He ain't gonna get results because I don't know how to do it. There's no one in my company meeting sitting around like, okay, guys, how do we make $5,000 today? That conversation has never happened, actually. But if I'm asking that question maybe in 1996, when I first started, I never asked how to make $5,000. I was asking how to get the job, the next job, how to grow my team. It wasn't about making more money. It was about growing the jobs, growing the team. Because guess what? If you grow the jobs and grow the team, you're going to make more money typically. Too many people are thinking way too small, trying to solve a small problem. And I got to be honest, if you're fucking 30s and 40s trying to figure out a $5,000 problem, I'm probably not your guy. I don't understand how anybody in their 30s and 40s and beyond have a $5,000 problem. Because in my world, it doesn't exist. No one I hang out with, it doesn't exist. Again, it sounds like I'm being a dick, but it's the truth. No one's telling you the truth. They're all trying to tell you how to do your first deal. You know how you do your first deal? You fucking get on the phone and you call until you do your first deal. And it's problem solved. What do you say? Say whatever you need to say to get the fucking first deal done. Honestly, be honest, ethical, and all that, of course. But you're going to learn, find your voice in doing the work. What you're really saying is, Mark, I'm afraid to mess up. I'm broke. And I don't want to do the work. I just want to learn about doing the work. Go do the work. That's the magic. That's the unfair advantage. I had these two kids. They came to my house. They door knocked. I think I talked about it recently. And they just did the service this weekend. They did the whole driveway and everything. They made a couple bucks. Biggest job they've ever had. Biggest weekend they've ever had. I had to give them the job because they came to my door and knocked on my door. I respect it. One was 17 and one was 24. That's what it's about. Get out of your comfort zone. They were scared. Their lips were shaking when they're talking to me. I recognized that they were scared. I recognized that they took the initiative to get out in the streets and do the work that 99.9% of people aren't willing to do. Are you? Are you? The problem to solve is right in front of you. Go look in the mirror. You solve that fucking problem looking back at you, whatever you want to create is available. But yet, are you willing to invest in yourself? Are you willing to invest in yourself? One more thing. Don't ever fucking stop. Be gritty as hell. Persistent through it all. Never stop. And every time it gets harder, just look it in the eyes and acknowledge it and laugh at it and get to work and solve it. Because those moments are the moments that stretch you to be the person you want to become. See, I always say, be careful for what you wish for because it may come true. That is true if you don't quit when the resistance hits you. And so many good people get resistance, get beat down, get their cells taken out of get the wind taken out of their cells, and they just quit. It's the only way you could ever lose is if you quit. Entrepreneurship is not a pretty game. I know you see these cool pictures, these cool photos, these cool slogans and all this shit. But work is where the magic's at. And working on you is where it starts. If you knew how to do it, you'd already be doing it. If you know what you truly want and you're not taking the steps to get there, that's why you're frustrated, because you know you ain't doing the fucking work to get the results. It's like the guy that wants abs, but he's sitting there eating Cheetos and Doritos and drinking soda all day, watching TV. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You ain't going to get any results on that. The only results, you're going to get fatter. If you truly want something, find someone to connect with and work on the plan together. This is why you got to get in a tribe. You got to get in a group. You got to get in a community of people that want to succeed and that are succeeding at levels you didn't even think were possible. As I talk to you, I'm telling you right now, I live a life that I didn't even dream about. It's so fucking crazy. I didn't know what I have today is possible. I wasn't trying to create this life. I was trying to create something way smaller. I just want to retire my mom and dad. I just want to buy my dad a dream car. I just want to take care of my family and friends when they need help. That was my dream initially. Then I realized I could do it, and then I got to think bigger. I got to do bigger stuff. I got to help more people. That's why we've been able to raise millions of dollars, give multiple houses away to homeless veterans over the years. Not because I'm better than you, it's just because I'm fucking getting in the right room and dreaming bigger and doing bigger work. And you can too. This is why I get frustrated when I see great people. I look them in the fucking eyes and I know they got it, and they keep quitting every day. They give up on their dreams. They give up on their goals. Why? Because they're talking to dickheads. They're talking to small talkers, small thinkers, small doers. And yet you're the king of the dipshit because you're just doing one extra thing than they are. Time is running out. You're going to die. I'm going to die. If you died today, would you be happy with what you did? What you accomplished? What you fought for? I wouldn't be. Every day I wake up for a fight. Every day I'm in the game. Even when I don't want to, I have to. I got my kids watching me. I got my wife watching me. I got you listening to me. I got my teams watching. My responsibility is their team, my team and their families. It's not easy. It's not pretty. It's not sexy. It's not always fun. Rarely is fun. But that's what I do. It's where I'm at. That's where all people that are doing things in life are at in the game of entrepreneurship. I've done the cool shit, hang out on the beach for 7 years. I've done all that fun stuff, traveled the world with my wife, but I'm not just hanging out on the beach. I got my phone with me. I'm doing conference calls. She's on the beach. She's at the thing. I'm working. I'm expanding my vision. I'm expanding my brain. I'm getting in environments where people are doing bigger shit than me to connect with them all over the world. I just want to see you win at the level you don't even know you're capable of. But you have to do the work. You have to stretch yourself. You gotta get to Nashville. June 25th and June 26th. It will change your life. With what you see and what we do with these 100 kids, the give piece, that alone will change your life. Last year, my buddy gave me a Lamborghini Aventador for a birthday gift. You know how many people, that one piece, a gift to me from someone else, people watching it happen. I didn't know it was happening. People watched it happen. Change their life. Why? Because they're like the only gift they've ever seen someone give them is like $100 golf cart or something. Think about this. You're going to see this stuff happen. When we raised $711,000 in 45 minutes, people saw that. It changed their mind. It blew their mind. It's community. It's because we have a direction. We have a vision. We have power as a collective to do way more than solo. See, everyone says, dude, it's so lonely at the top. Well, if that's the case, you've done it wrong. because you bring people with you. It's a journey. And by the way, when people say they're at the top, they ain't even fucking ring ladder number 1. At what top of what? Top of an anthill? Seriously, look at the people say it. Most people that I've ever, actually, all people I've seen that say that have never really accomplished anything big. Entrepreneurship is a lonely sport in general. But it's not lonely at the top. By the time you're at the top, you have so many people in your world. I love these people. I care for them greatly. From hired 1099 vendors to CFOs to accountants to salespeople to implementers. Like, I care. Like, I think about them all day. They're giving their hours, their most precious asset, their time, to a vision that I've created in my mind that they've helped me expand for them to go out and do. I might not express it enough to them. I might not say it often, but I genuinely care about these people. We can change their life. When my buddy, when one of our sales guys texts me, he's like, dude, I bought my dad a car. It was one of his, like, that is more exciting than anything to me. Not that I made another sell. I like those messages too, but that's not exciting. It's whatever. It's to be expected. Grow a bigger vision. Get around big vision doers, creators, implementers, and see the results. There's someone that believes in you, and there's someone that's always believed in you. Maybe they're still alive, maybe they're not. My question is, do you want to make them proud? Do you want to show them what you're really capable of? Or do you want to just quit? Or just want to live small? Because you're scared. We're all scared. But is fear controlling you? Or are you controlling fear? We'll find out. There's a lot of you listening to my voice right now, a lot. June 25th and June 26th, Nashville, Tennessee. It'll be the last time we can hang out in this kind of environment. I hope you're there. Dealmakerexperience.com. Get your ticket. Message me on Instagram when you get it. And if you already have one, message me at Mark Evans DM. Let me know. I'm in the game to win with you, but you got to show up to the fucking game. And if you don't, keep coming here for free. Keep learning for free. And enjoy the free life. It's not so special. The free life is nothing. Because if you're not willing to invest in yourself, why would other people invest in you? Why would your customers invest with you? I'm not saying you can't make a little bit of money, but that's about it. A little bit of money. There's so much more to the game than just a little bit of money. There's a team aspect to it, a community aspect to it, a vision aspect to it, a growth mind aspect to it. Whatever you think you're capable of, it's 100 times bigger. You just got to get around and borrow other people's beliefs. See it for real. You'll see that. Go check out dealmakerexperience.com, see who's coming to speak, see what's going on. It will be life-changing. Changes my life every year. Every year. I hope it will change yours. I'll see you June 25th and June 26th in Nashville, Tennessee. So with that said, make today count. Peace.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should've held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. It's time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker, but I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin Sheehan, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.